Finding our feet position nice and parallel, pulling up our muscles from the front, sides and back, wrapping our glutes, and we've got our belt connection. So that quick reminder, that core muscles like a corset attaches to the spine. We've got this imaginary string that just pulls in as we stand, and as we go into our movements, we're going to engage that bit more to maintain our snug fit. Let's go with our bent knees, and we're just going to go with a few tilts. So we just want to get our lower body moving a little bit, especially around this lumbar area. So you're going to use that string to pull, tuck you under. And we're just going to place our pelvis nice and centered with a slight curve. Ribs should be sitting soft, and we lengthen up. We've got our imaginary string through our spine, through the center of the head. All right, let's go with a few breaths here. So we're just going to use this time to get some mind-body connection. Breathing in through the nose. We fill up the lungs into the sides and back, and then let it breathe out through the mouth. And just use this time to really connect with yourself, bring your focus on yourself for your hour. And also good to get that deeper breathing in, gives them lungs that little internal shower. We'll take a couple more breaths. And now let's introduce some of our shoulder shrugs. I'm going to just draw the shoulders to the ears and down. Just feeling a little bit of a release. And we just let them fall in our little imaginary pockets at the back, our shoulder blades. On our next one, let's hold. We'll go with a few of our chin retractions. So remember really being aware of our positioning, especially as we may be on more gadgets at the minute. Our head tends to go forward. It's going to put a lot of pressure on that spine. So keeping head lifted, fully back is too much, head nice and centered. All right, we're ready to go into our warm-up. Let's start with our head turns, taking the head to the side, through the center to the other side. Let's do another set of these. So as you do this, just be aware, keeping shoulders, hips forward as we turn. We're going to change the head now to ear to shoulder as we tilt, reach over, and really lengthen through the arms. Other side. Just mind you don't let the body go with it. We don't want to tip into the waist. Keep nice long waist. Reaching more the opposite arm so you get that extra stretch. And then we're just going to add in a couple of semicircles. So we're going to go chin into chest, ear to shoulder, rolling back round. Still the time just maintaining that 30%, that little pull into our core. And then roll the head back to our center. Let's go with some shoulder rolls. So just getting that little bit more movement into the upper. And again, just let that breath fall natural with it. Change direction. We go up, back and down. And again, just breathing it through. And just placing them shoulders nicely down into our pockets. Let's go with our arms. We're going to go with 3 circles going up and around. 2 more, so we can use that breath in, up. Be really aware of your ribs. So as we go up, we don't want to let them ribs stick out. That'll change our back position. Now reverse for 3. We reach out and over. 2 more. So this is nice and widening for the back as we open and down, keeping that center nice and stable. 1 more. Now let's just float the arms back up as we go up. We're going to draw down with the elbows, so we're going to open out just down into the side and press back up. Just 3 more of these. So you're getting a nice widening of the chest, but just keeping the chest soft. We don't want to stick it out, we're just pressing down. Good, let's do 1 more. Back to the top, reach. And then breathe out, press away. We're going to take the feet wider. Let's go with a little bit of rotation. So arms can be soft down. You can bring them midway and use them for a little bit more of that twist. Mind instability, so use your ball of the foot into the floor. And then we'll just bring it back around. All right, lovely. So just mobilising. We're going to get into our lower body now a little bit. Let's do a bit of coordination as well. So that's a motor skill, and we can lose it if we don't use it. So we've got some opposite arm to knees. Now you can keep it here, or you can roll through the movement. But again, just placing it nice and controlled. We want to keep the hips nice and stable. So we don't want to let them twist out to the side, just to lift through. And then you'll start feeling that connection into the back of the legs, then calves. We're going to go another 4. And 3. 2 more. And 1. Okay, we can do a couple of doubles here. So again, if this is not for you, stay with the singles. Challenges a little bit of balance as well as we lift. And you're just going to feel that wrapping all the way up to our glutes. Remember, that's our stabilising muscle as well. So we want to get that connection, maintaining our core connection. All right, let's see if we can hold for the last 2. And we'll just let the arm float out to the side and back and down. So you might lose your balance, just reset it. Balls of the feet, nice. And down. And just to get a little bit more, we're going to just do a few of our little squats. So we just take the feet wider than the hips. You can adapt it. You can stay with the previous exercise still. You can just go with a little bit of a bend away. We want to make sure we're not pressing the knees forward or bending from the back. It's kind of a combination of both, drawing the hips back. So ribs in, we want that nice angle of the body as we press back. We're going to reach the arms just to the ears and press up. So you drive tailbone back, ribs in, and then we squeeze up. And again, draw back. So keeping the knees nice and parallel. Let's go with 3. Press through. Drive back 2. And that last one, let's hold. When you're holding, you're reaching arms, shoulders down, ribs in. And then we press back up. Lovely, good. A little shake out. And also, as a good in our warm-up exercise set, is to do some of our balance. So with our balance today, we're going to do some leg extension, okay? So setting a neutral position, we're going to slide forward. So before we start, remember, if you need to stabilise on the side, do so. Or work with that balance. You can just hold or add in a leg extension. We slide forward. We keep the body nice and aligned, picking the knee up. And see if you can, from here, extend for 4. 3 more. Good, so hip, knees in that stable position. Lovely. And then bring it down. Other side. So we set again, we slide forward, shoulders down. We pick the knee up, belly's pulling in. Getting that balance, and we extend. Lengthening away. So you're just adding a longer lever to give us that little bit more challenge. We do 1 more, hold, and bring it down. All right, brilliant. Let's go, keep flowing through. We're going to go to our roll down set. So today we're going to go with 2 roll downs, and then we're going to go with our hover planks. We're going to do 2 sets, and then we're going to step out into our full plank. So you've got a couple of levels there. You can stay with your roll down, you can just do your hovers, or you can add in the extra plank. As always, to modify, take it to the wall. So as you're facing your wall, you've got your wrists in line with shoulder, a little angle press, and then you can just hold your plank there if you need a standing version, okay? So let's start with 2 roll downs, feet nice and neutral, belly in, take a breath in. Feeling up them sides. As you scoop in, we're going to roll over, opening out the spine, nice and easy on that first one. Let the body lengthen, pulling belt in. A little pause, hold here, and then slowly roll back up. And as you roll back, you wrap your muscles, you stack your spine, you bring your shoulders head up. Let's go again. Engage. So we're just folding over. We want to keep hips over ankles, knees slightly soft. As you come over, let that spine lengthen out. Crown to the floor, shoulders back, roll back up. Unfolding, restacking, tall. All right, we're going to go into our hover position now. So we're going to roll down, find your scoop. Feel that little pause, hold. We're going to bend to the mat today to bring it down. We're going to place into our all four position. Knees underneath hips, wrists underneath shoulders. Just mind the elbows, they can overextend. So you need to slightly soften. Tuck toes under. Nice long spine, ribs in. And we're just going to lift the knees away from the mat. So as you draw back into them shoulders, lengthen through the crown, we're going to lift and hover. And we're just wrapping every muscle, finding that stability. Holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 with a little place down. All right, keep checking your position. And then our second set, we're going to add on that extended plank. So we go again, we're going to go into that hover. Remember, you can stay with this, shoulders back, ribs are in. And as you start to extend out, we're going to extend one leg out and then 2. So as you come back in now, you want to place knees under hips and really think of that nice stable pelvis. Let's go again, 3 more. 1, 2, bring it under. Good, and again, 2. And back. Let's do 1 more. Press 3. So we can go from here to our downward dog, or we can take it out to our full plank. Taking it up to that downward dog. Minding your mat, don't expand. And then carefully bring yourself back through. Rolling through, restacking, nice and tall. Let's do that 1 more time. And again, as we go, we're going to roll down. Breath in. Engage, scoop. Feel that length, shoulders release back. Little pause, hold. We're going to walk down to our mat, into our all fours. So do be careful, this position likes to take you there and your hover's going to be out. So we want to go underneath the hips, find your all four position, ribs in, shoulders back, core engaged as we lift and hover. And we're just going to breathe it here, focus on that length from the tailbone to crown. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. So we've got 1 more set. This time we're going to add in that plank. I'm just going to shift myself a little bit more forward. Okay, are you ready? Belly button in. Shoulders back. We go to our hover. And you can either stay here or we can do our step back for 1. Step back. Bring it in. Really connecting with that low stomach 2. We've got no discomfort in the back. Every muscle's working. 3. And back. 1 more. 4. Good. Now here you can go downward dog or take it out. Hold. Bringing it through for that length. Shoulders drawing away from ears. And then we again carefully bring yourself back through, whether you might need to step or roll back up.